There we go, right. Oh, it's warm, and I'm tired. So very tired. And I don't even know why. I can't even properly, have an excuse for, oh my god, I did, so-and-so yesterday. It's I haven't really done anything that tiring. Is the chicken in the way? I don't know if you can see the chicken or not, so I've moved out of the way. Sitting on the little stand, I hit my camera on there. Oh, new. What about you? I'll pull you in. This is this weird little thing. This is like a battery that charges itself from my car socket. It doesn't charge itself, it gets charged by something. And it charges USB devices, but it's got it's weird actually. I'm going to go on a tangent immediately. Immediately caught by something else, distracted immediately. Kittens with glitter, you often would say. Anyway, it's got a battery in there that charges the device when it's not plugged in. It seems like quite a high capacity, but it discharges so fast, but into the device. My phone will charge so quickly, but it doesn't last long at all. But that's a good thing, really, because I can charge my phone really fast. But I don't know. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. I'm not doing a product review, but maybe I should. Maybe I should start reviewing tat that I get from these gadgety things. This weird gadgets I buy all the time. Maybe I should. Interesting thought. I'll save for later. Anyway. All I have planned for this little chat is that I'm so tired I can't even formulate sentences properly. It's ridiculous. Started work today at 6 a.m. I did try and record this vlog, not in this vlog, but a vlog. I'd like to do more edited ones, not necessarily like cutting bits out and stuff, but I'd like to record lots of little bits throughout the day, compile them all at the end, and then just bang it on YouTube. But I tend to not stew very I don't stew very well. I just struggle and do. I tend to struggle a little bit because whenever I think of something that would be interesting to talk about, at least I've been able to talk about it for a while. I don't know if you viewer would enjoy watching it, I'll be interested in it, but something that I find interesting that I could then talk about for 10-15 minutes or so. Whenever I think about that kind of thing that I'm passionate about, I'm in a situation or an environment, or I don't have the opportunity where I can vlog. I can't do that kind of thing. I don't have access to the vlogging opportunities. So I end up having to save it for later. But then by the time I get a chance to vlog like I do now, like I'm driving home from work, one of two things always happens. Or one of three things always happens. Either A, I'm too tired to talk about it and I can't be arsed because I'm just fuck, I'm going to sleep. Or two, I've forgotten what it was that I was sort of passionate about. Or three, I don't care about it anymore. I've moved on and it's past and means nothing to me anymore, so I don't have the passion to want to talk about it. So I end up not having anything to talk about. This is an issue I ran into ages ago when I tried to make a sort of podcasty style Minecraft series. I was just trying to record gameplay videos, playing Minecraft, but not talking about what I was doing in the game. So normally when I do a gameplay video, I will be describing and talking about and interacting with sort of who's watching about the game that I'm playing, about whatever's happening in that environment digitally. Whereas in that situation, I was trying to do a scenario where I didn't have to focus on the game, I didn't have to concentrate, I wasn't going to talk about what was going on, I was just going to be playing a game whilst chatting sort of to the microphone and making a sort of vloggy, podcasty style video series. And the problem I ran into with that was, although it started off okay and rambled like I do now, it became where I was sort of making notes throughout the day of things that I could talk about on this podcasting video game series. And it reached a point where I was loading the game up and then immediately referring to my list and just ticking them off as I went through it. And it didn't feel at all relaxed, and I wasn't just rambling or chatting and interacting with what was going on. I was literally just saying, right, this agenda I've got to do. I've got to talk about cheese, and then I've got to talk about caffeine, and then I've got to talk about my sleep schedule, and then I can sign off and go to bed. And it felt I didn't enjoy it at all. It completely killed it for me. It became like work. It became like I was doing a to-do list rather than just sitting down, playing a game that I love playing, and rambling about how I'm feeling and my interactions in the days and whatever I'm enjoying at the time. And I hated that. And that's what I don't want this to become. I don't want to be making notes about things that I can talk about later. I want to be able to record either what I'm thinking at the moment for every moment of the day, which would involve, obviously, I wouldn't be able to do it whilst I'm at work, but it would mean me sort of having more courage to vlog in public, which is something that I don't do at the moment at all. I'd love to be able to like vlog in public and talk to this camera and be able to like go around the shops and like, show camera to all the shops that I'm in and things and that kind of stuff. I'd love to be able to do that, but I just don't have the confidence for that, particularly because I don't have the viewers to sort of back it up, which is a weird thing to say. Like, if it's something that I enjoy doing, which I do enjoy doing these videos, I very much do enjoy talking to essentially myself and rambling about whatever and having a video camera and having the whole process of putting that on YouTube, and enjoying that environment. But I haven't really told anybody about this channel as of recording this. So nobody at all has ever watched any of these videos except for myself. And I think I'm reaching the point where I do want to start publicizing this. That's not the right term, so I'm not going to be getting adverts for it or anything, but I'm reaching the point where I'm going to start to want to tell people about it. And I don't really know how to go about doing that, because I can't say, go check out this channel for fun content, because it's probably not very fun. It's just me sitting in my car talking to myself. But the content that I want to make, which, like I said, going around shops or in daily videos and just talking to myself out and about and making content which is in the moment and there and current and present and exciting and interesting, requires me to have the confidence to do so. To get the confidence to do so, I have to have the justification in my head that I need to do this thing right now, because firstly I enjoy it, and secondly because I get to create something that these people are going to watch. Whereas right now, I've only got that I can do it because I enjoy it, but literally nobody's going to see it except for me. So that mental block is right there. I'm very sort of literal in that sense. Like my thought process is very black and white. I do something because of this reason. Why is it in reverse? Jesus, what am I really crashing into me? I was at the lights. The guy just reversed the lights came on. Like he's going to back into me. Like, oh my god. Sorry, a bit scary there. Like my thought process is like, okay, I need to do this. Why do I need to do this? What is my reasoning for doing this? What benefit will I have? And etc. etc. All these things, like all these justifications behind every single action that I do. I'm very much like that. I'm methodical. I'm literal. I'm exact. I'm specific. I can't do. Like I get my confidence to do things when I know that it's the right thing to do. So if I was making these videos for a purpose, for say if I'm PewDiePie, say I've got 40 bloody whatever million subscribers, I would have the confidence to record myself walking down the street and looking at donuts or whatever, because I know that I'm doing it so those 40 million people who want to see that get to see it. That is a fact. Whereas right now I'm doing it because it's a hobby that I enjoy doing, and to the outside world it's still a bit weird. Like we're not at that point where that's normal yet. That's a lot more accepted now, but it's still like a mental block for me that I want to get past. So I'm at that sort of catch-22 where to do what I want to do, I've got to have the followers, but to get the followers, I've got to do what I want to do. So I don't really know what to do about it really. So what I'm thinking is I will do these as frequently as I can, this sort of style, just chatting away, usually in a car, because that's what I tend to do. It's a safe space. It's very dangerous because I can crash wherever I want, but it's a nice little sort of safe emotional bubble where I can talk up my sort of natural volume, well, quite a loud volume because you're all the way over there and this is quite a loud car, but it's a little contained bubble where I don't need to feel like I'm embarrassed. I can just shout what I want, and then I just bang that on YouTube and all is merry. I'm going to keep doing this for as long as I can and as frequently as I can, and I'll try and throw in the odd little bit every other now and then to other places when I go walk about, up until when I go to Insomnia, which is the bank holiday weekend in August, at which point I will try and make a video for the main channel, the Jeepers Adventures channel, saying I'm going to Insomnia, and if you want to see what I'm doing, you should come to the Jeepers in the Wild channel and check it out. And at that point, people will be unleashed on my plethora of non-content, and they can decide for themselves about whether they want to stick around or not. I'm looking forward to Insomnia. I think it's going to be really fun, but I'm really also terrified about it. So as we get near to that, I'll start talking about that a lot more, because I'm going down on my own for 4 days in Birmingham, with a sleeping bag, a TV, a PC, and a PS4, and a tent, and I'm camping in the NEC with all that gear for 4 days. Seems like a terrible idea, but hey, it'll be freaking exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see what happens. I'll have plenty of content for that, and I'll have plenty of preparation videos with me getting ready for that, and I talk about what's going on. So that's all over the next month or so. But until then, I'm going to ramble about how tired I am and how much nonsense is going on in my life. And I'll pick up with you again in the next video, which might be tomorrow. Fingers crossed, let's hope it is, who knows. But that's about all from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.